how did you get started with your writing career?
Oh, wow. So I've actually wanted to do this since I was like 8 years old. My teacher came in with like a blank hardback book and said we could write about whatever we wanted. I chose fantasy, of course, and since then it's always been I'm going to be an author when I grow up. And so I'm very lucky that I've been writing for about 10 years. And Jade Presley is this wonderful pen name that I created when I fell in love with the genre of white shoes. And I had this like passion project I wanted to do, like what if Marvel had spice, kind of, and didn't know if anybody would like it, didn't know if there's any nerdy spicy girls like me, but there was. And so basically, yeah, I created that pen name because under my real name, I write for young adults, and I didn't want my teenagers to one click into a white shoes on accident. And so that's how Jade Presley was born and how the love of white shoes just came about.
Is there anything that surprised you over the last 10 years about being an author that you didn't expect?
Yes. So in the beginning, when I was very new, just querying an agent, I honestly thought all I'd have to do is write the book. Like, I didn't think there would be so much business involved because I'm a creative and I'm not super good with the business side, or I wasn't. And then I had to do that sharp learning curve of like, no, there's actually a lot of business that goes into the book world, especially when you're a hybrid, when you do both traditional publishing and self-publishing. There's a lot you have to learn about marketing and analytics and ads and all these things that I had no clue I was going to have to get like a streets business degree. So I still get to be creative, but I also had to like flex a different side of my brain that I just didn't think I would have to do. So I thought I'd be like Stephen King and just have to write one book every so often and it would be fine. Not the case.
So, what attracted you to the why choose trope?
I accidentally read a Why Choose that so Katie Robert is like a one-click author for me, and I read Court of the Vampire Queen, and it just like blew my mind. And I was like, wait, this is a thing? This is allowed? I was like, yes.
Yeah.
And so I kind of just fell in love with the genre. I read hers, I read Nikki St. Crow, who's amazing. And then I was like, again, I was doing a Marvel marathon, and I was like, man, you know what would be really fun? Is if you had like Loki and Thor and Iron Man and Captain America like all together at once. And so it kind of just like it just like exploded from there. And it's not fan fiction, but it was like the thought process that inspired her villains, which was my first self-published Jade Presley book. And so yeah, I just kind of like it just stemmed from there, and then I just had way too much fun with it.